Question number 12 from Circle. A wheel that has an area of pi s square rolls a distance of m feet. How many revolutions does it make? So the area is this and the distance traveled is m feet. Now the distance traveled, total distance, when you divide it by the distance of one revolution, that will give you the total number of revolutions. For example, a wheel travels 20 meters. In one revolution it travels 2 meters. So how many revolutions it makes in 20 meters? 10. 20 by 2. The total distance divided by the distance of one revolution. 20 meter was the total distance and 2 meter is the distance for one revolution. So what you get? 10 revolutions, the number of revolutions. So the number of revolutions can be found by dividing the total distance with circumference 2 pi r, or the distance of one revolution. Distance of one revolution, that is 2 pi r. Okay, but the radius is s. If you compare it by pi r square, r is s. So distance is m and 2 pi s. This is the number of revolutions in our question. So question number 12, answer is m over 2 pi s. It's C. Okay. Question 13. The diameter of the front wheel of a tricycle is 8 inches and each of the two back wheels is 3 inches. How many revolutions has each of the back wheel made when the front wheel has turned 1400 degrees? So the front wheel is 8 inches and back wheels are 3 inches. It's like this. These are smaller and this is larger, 8 inch, and these are 3 inches each. So he says that how many revolutions has each of the back wheel made when front wheel turns 1400 degrees? 1400 degrees. When you divide this angle by 360, the angle of one revolution, you will get the number of revolutions. 1400 degrees been covered throughout. So the angle covered in one revolution is 360. So when you divide the total angle by the angle of one revolution, that will give you the number of revolutions. So the front wheel makes this many revolutions. The back wheel makes how many revolutions? Now, one very important thing is this. The larger the wheel, the less the revolutions. The more the diameter, the less the RPM. Because this is larger. They are matched up here. So the larger one will make one revolution, the smaller will make 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the relationship between diameter and revolutions is inverse. Okay. So diameter to revolution. So diameter is 8 and revolutions are 1400 divided by 360. So if diameter is 3, revolutions is x. Because the relationship is inverse, more the diameter, less the RPM, so you multiply in straight. 8 times this and 3 times this. Okay, let's do this. 8 times 1400 upon 360 is equal to 3x. Alright, 0, 0, 4 times 2, 4 times 9. 2 times 140 is 280, and bring this 3 here with 9, 9 3s are 27. This is x. 280 divided by 27 27 tens are 270. 10 over 27. 10 over 27 is the wheel has made 10 revolutions and 11th revolution is in progress. Okay, so the answer to this question number 13 is 10 over 27. It's C. Okay, question 14. What is the area of a circle inscribed in a square having a side of 6 inches? The side of a square is 6 inches and circle is inside. This is 6 inches and this is a circle inscribed inside. So you see, this is the diameter and this is the radius. So if this whole thing is 6, then this is 3. So the radius is 3 actually. So the area is pi r square, pi 3 square, that is 9 pi. The answer to question number 14 is 9 pi, that is B. Question number 15 is easy. You need to find the number of revolutions. So you divide the total distance by the distance of one revolution. So total distance divided by 2 pi r. Question number 16 is easy. If the diameter of a circle is doubled, the area is quadrupled 4 times. Okay. Question number 17. The ratio of the radii of two circles is 1:4. Which of the following represents the ratio of the areas of the two circles? So the ratio of radii is given and the ratio of areas is required. Now listen this one rule. If you are converting from radius or diameter to circumference to area, you got to take square. And if you are converting from area to any of these, you got to take square root. So here he says the ratio of radii is 1:4 and you need to find out the ratio of area. So you are going from radius to area. So you need to take square of these, 1 square and 4 square. That's 1:16. So just remember this. Okay. So the answer to question number 17 is 1:16, that is D. And question number 18 is again similar. You need to find out the number of revolutions. So you divide the total distance by 2 pi r, the distance of one cycle. So you will do it. Let's move to question number 19. And for question 18, one thing that 1 decimeter is 10 centimeters. So if you want to convert decimeters to centimeters, you multiply it by 10. Question 19 is the wheel of a vehicle is 20/7 meters in circumference. This is circumference. If the wheel makes 7 revolutions in 5 seconds, what is the speed of the vehicle in kilometers per hour? Okay, so the circumference is 20/7. So the circumference is the distance traveled in one revolution. So for finding out the speed, we need to divide the total distance by time. So the total distance for 7 revolutions will be 20/7 times 7, that's 20 meters. That's the distance for the 7 revolutions. And this distance being traveled in 5 seconds. So the speed is distance over time, 20/5, that is 4 meters per second. But he asked us to convert this in kilometers per hour. So remember this one rule. 1 meter per second is equal to 3.6 kilometers per hour. Just remember this. Okay. So 4 times 3.6 kilometers per hour, that is 4 6 is 24, 4 is 12 and 2 14. 14.4 kilometer per hour. That's the speed. Okay. So the answer to this question 19 is 14.4. It's D.